My name is Kimberly Hartman, and I am an interior designer here in Northern Virginia, and I have my own firm, Kimberly Lorraine Interiors. When I first met the clients, they've been living in this home since it was built 35 years ago, and they were looking to modernize their bathrooms and stay in the home as long as possible. They're in their late 70s, so they needed a design that took into consideration their long-term goals to stay in their home, but also to bring the bathroom to a more modern aesthetic. Before, there was a very large jacuzzi jet tub right in the middle of the room, a very small shower that you could just do elbow to elbow in, and they were not enjoying having to maintain it. It was just too much for them. So they'd already done some renovations downstairs and thought this was a good opportunity to come upstairs and redo all of the bathrooms on this floor. I met with them, I came in, I measured all of the spaces, brought everything into the drawing process, and really spent some time thinking about the layout and the configuration, what's going to work best for them if they're wheelchair bound at some point in the future. How is the lighting going to work in this space given the changes that they're experiencing in their elder years? And of course, keeping in mind that they had very strong opinions about how it should all look. The husband really wanted a strong marble look throughout both bathrooms, and the wife was very excited to have a modern bathroom that felt clean and spacious. For her, that was the biggest thing. She didn't really care about the materials as much. She just wanted the color scheme to be bright, open, and feel refreshing. So after our drawing process, we sat down, had a couple of meetings to discuss material selections, and to also make sure that the design was staying on track and on budget, because that's an important consideration too. And over a series of meetings, I gave them mood boards to go over. We also looked at 3D renderings so they could experience the space as it would actually be when it was completed. And I think that sealed the deal for them when they could feel like this is going to look exactly how we imagined. We started the bidding process and found City Kitchen and Bath, and we immediately trusted them. Adam knew exactly what needed to be done. He answered all of my questions about could we move some of the plumbing elements, could we make the vanity a little bit smaller to make space for a larger shower, and most importantly, could the design really work in this house of 35 years, given no one's touched it in that time. And it was incredible just getting to work with Adam and the team. I was here throughout the entire construction process. So from demo, pulling down all the walls, having the dust everywhere, to working with the team on site to ensure that they were doing things to plan, but also when there are those predictable changes in the project, that I was there to steer them so that we kept the clients very happy and kept them in mind at every point. Working with Adam was wonderful. So I had several meetings with him in the showroom where we went through the mood boards, the plans, the demolition plan, and the client's hopes, wishes, and dreams for marble and all of that. And Adam was incredible at helping me really hone in on some of the finer details. So for example, I originally selected a vanity countertop that was going to be outside their budget, but he helped me find the perfect countertop, the perfect budget, and I couldn't be more thrilled with it. It really nails the design that we were looking for at a fantastic price and also meets our needs for durability and safety. I think he definitely deserves credit for communicating with me on the design and helping me understand how we can create this vision and make it a reality. The large format tile, this entire wall behind me used to be just paint and some old white ceramic tile. And the husband wanted that really strong marble, sort of dramatic feel. But of course we have to balance his wife's taste too. She wasn't totally on board with that. So we went for something first that's large format because it's much easier to maintain. So this is 2 foot by 4 foot tile, and there's a lot less grout that they're gonna have to worry about over the years. It's a lot easier to clean, and it also serves the function of being absolutely beautiful. They don't have a lot of art or other things to hang in this space, so we wanted to create a focal point. And we made the shower a lot larger. So from a 2 foot by 2 foot square to what is now a 5 foot by 3 foot shower. So we were able to remove the jacuzzi jet tub and put in a very large soaking tub that's installed under mount. And of course, one of the most important things that we had to select were the safety bars or grab bars. They're in a matte black finish. It was a last minute design decision that we headed in to really give the space that modern feel, and they're beautiful. And that's something I think people shy away from with safety bars. They feel like it maybe is too old or doesn't really look nice. So I chose really beautiful rounded curved edges for the safety bars so that they're both functional, safe, and aesthetically pleasing. And for the vanity set here in the cabinets, originally there used to be just 2 separate vanities and a space in between for someone to pull up a chair and do their makeup, and the clients are retired, so nobody's going out and having to sit and do a lot of makeup anymore. So we went ahead and took that out, and we gave them more storage and more functionality. There were other storage solutions that were added throughout the years, and they were not really cohesive, and certainly not as beautiful as this set is. We added the crown molding to frame the vanity area. Again, keeping in mind that the clients still wanted to be able to relate to the space. They want the space to have traditional elements, but be more modern. So there's the crown molding going around the vanity area, and the cabinet that sits on top of the vanity was another request that they had. We looked at tons of pictures of how we could do it and settled on something that is functional and very easy for them to use. And the other thing that's really important for clients who are going to age in place is you do tend to lose functionality in your hands. So before, we had the hot water and cold water double faucet, and we condensed that and just did a single faucet with an easy to use lever that they can push up or down to control the water. We also were really particular about the lighting scheme, and I walked the clients through this from the very beginning with the drawings, and also being sure to show them how lighting can impact their space and their experience of the space. Again, very important for them as they're aging in place to have visibility. As their eyesight goes, you need more light. So all of the lights are on dimmers, from the light in the shower, the light above the tub, as well as above the vanity. And we also incorporated a heat lamp, which acts as a gentle source of light, but is really functional when you're getting out of a large shower like this to feel warm. Underneath the vanity in the toe kick area, we added an LED strip lighting so that at night, this bathroom, which is attached to their primary bedroom, they could come in and have that sense of security and safety that a light with a motion sensor will turn on, lighting the way for them and keeping them safe from falls. The other feature that we added, and this was thanks to Adam and his creative mind, this is a genius idea, is the glass partition between the open curbless shower and the spa tub. I wasn't sure how to separate the two spaces, and in Adam's showroom, he showed me a setup very similar to this, and as soon as I saw it, I said, that's exactly what we're going to do. I went back to the drawing board, literally drew it into all of the plans, and it was one of the last pieces to come in, but it was a very exciting moment. And something the clients weren't really expecting, but they're really happy with it. They're a bit skeptical because it's a lot of glass, but they've been using the space now and they really love it and appreciate it. The other bathroom that I worked on with the clients was their guest bathroom on this floor. This is a pretty decent sized home, so they didn't want to just work on the primary bathroom. The experience of their family members and guests was also really important to them. What's fun about the guest bathroom is one of the clients actually won on the flooring debate that we had, and we put in a different style of flooring in that bathroom. It also has a different feel entirely. It's not that sort of traditional meets modern. It is very modern and very up to date with beautiful LED backlit mirror above the vanity with a magnifying glass. And it actually is their most favorite lighting feature between the two projects. There's also a safety bar in that bathroom as well, because why not? We just like to keep things really safe for them so that no matter where they go and how long they're here, they feel that they can use all of the spaces in their home and feel safe in each one. The vanity countertop is different in that bathroom just to give a different feel and aesthetic idea and direction. And even the fixtures, they're matte black as well, but they have a different style, different lines that they follow. So both bathrooms feel like they're in the same home, but they are very different from each other. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour of this project. It's been such a joy for me to work with these clients, to bring their vision to reality, and it is a special thing for me to know that my clients are going to enjoy their space and love it for many years to come.